Welcome back to All Stars TV, counting down to the 2025 edition of the Vindico Arena in Cardiff. As we record, it is this weekend, the 25th, 26th, 27th of July, with Friday night for our launch party, and then games on Saturday and Sunday. Pleased to be joined by one of the players representing the British Heart Foundation. It's David Eaton. David, thanks for joining us on All Stars TV today.
Hi, Craig. No, thank you for having me. It's a pleasure.
Pleasure is ours as well. As I said at the top there, as we sit, it's just a few days until we convene in Cardiff. We announced just the other day a new record total. It's all good All Stars. But just about yourself, what's your All Stars journey and your All Stars history like? How many events and things have? I know Ben will give you a mention the other day. So how's your All Star history in a nutshell?
Well, yeah, it's a strange one. I've been part of the All Stars since its very first game, and also was part of its predecessors as well. So I go back quite a long way with the charity tournaments. It's a real honour to be part of something so that means so much to not only so many brilliant charities, but so many people and individually as well, for the people that do raise money from the different platforms that you see across all corners of this country and beyond. I've been part of the British Heart Foundation team since 2016. I think I'm the highest, second highest appearance maker behind committee member David Grant as well. So it does. It means a lot, and it's just brilliant to come back again and support this charity.
Yeah, and as the captain mentioned in his interview the other day, it's BHF's 10th anniversary as part of the All Star weekend. So it's a kind of bit of a milestone and something to celebrate, and the money and the fundraising and the awareness that goes alongside that must be really something special to be part of.
It certainly is. I mean, it's. For me personally, because I'm sure we'll go into it as we progress. I've got a lot of personal history with heart complications with my family, and now people closest to me as well. So to see some of the record-breaking figures that have come out over the last few days, it's pardon the pun, but it's really quite heartwarming. It really is.
Yeah, and the All Stars weekend, obviously, so you've been part of it pretty much since the beginning. It's one of those things that it's hard to explain to somebody what it is until you get them there, and then they understand and they get it, and they never want to leave. You kind of, it's like, I've used it a few times, kind of a Hotel California thing. Once you're in, you can never check out again.
Yeah, no, 100%. It's a really strange kind of situation that you find yourself in with the All Stars, because you go into it for the first time. From speaking to other people that have come into it at later stages, that you got that kind of unknowing of what it's going to be like, and that's not only just for the players, but it's for people that are going to come down to spectate, friends and family and everyone else. And it's such a inclusive environment for everyone that it kind of captivates your enjoyment and wanting to come together. And it's why we have so many people that want to join the All Stars year on year. The waiting list is always a big waiting list, and some people that are on that waiting list are still, they narrowly miss out each year, and that's really sad. We obviously want to get as many people in as possible, but for those that can't play, a lot of them still do turn up as well, and they're still part of the setup, whether they're supporting, they're raising money, they're paying entrance fees to come down. And it's the people that are there as well, on the ice, off the ice, that make the whole tournament just such an enjoyable experience for everyone involved.
Yeah, and we're talking to a few of the captains and players that we've talked about. I think you said it yourself. They have a strong affinity with the charities that they play for. Obviously, from the All Stars as an event, the last couple of years, heart disease and heart problems have been a big thing. Obviously, we had Craig 2 years ago, in Cardiff, and then when we had last year, we had the defibrillator training going around, and that was a big part of last year's event. So the BHF has kind of been a big part of, as I say, as a charity, but particularly the last couple of years. And you said yourself, your own kind of affinity with BHF as a charity.
Yeah, so for me personally, the British Heart Foundation means quite a lot to me. In 2012, I was diagnosed with a heart condition called Wolff-Parkinson-White. To those who aren't familiar, it's your heart has an AV node, which basically conducts your electromagnetic pulses. I was born with two of those, but one of them lay dormant for, well, until 2012. I was born in 1989, so I believe I was 21, 22, and I was due to go and move out to Spain. And I think it was the week before I was meant to go. We'd gone on a bit of a night out with my friends, and I'd gone out just to go and get some fresh air because I was not feeling so great. And down I went. Next thing you know, I'm in hospital. I'm hooked up to a load of things, and I've got a doctor telling me that I've got a heart condition, which is picked up on an ECG. And it meant that they wanted to put me on beta blockers. Went out to Spain, and then I collapsed in Spain as well. So I had to come back. Had a heart operation in 2013 called an ablation, where they burnt the other one off away, and then I was eventually discharged in 2014 from cardiology. I'm one of the lucky ones. I really am. I do consider myself very lucky in that respect. But there are so many people that aren't as lucky as I was, and that is the reason for me that it's quite important to raise money for this charity for me. Like I mentioned earlier, my family does have a bit of a history with heart conditions. My partner now is going through some tests at the moment for diagnosis because she's going through some tough times with her heart as well. She's having constant palpitations, so we're trying to look at getting something diagnosed for her. But the point is, this charity does so much for so many people that are really struggling with heart conditions, and it's very important that we continue to raise money for this cause.
Yeah, and the financial part is huge. But like you say, it's the it's the awareness, it's the advocacy about what the work they do. Obviously, the fundraising for treatments and for cures and for research. But then, like say, when things do happen, like yourself, that there's things there in place to help. So the fundraising alongside the kind of awareness that we can give to charities such as the Heart Foundation is a massive part of All Stars.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, it's mainly about exposure. The good thing about the British Heart Foundation is it's quite well known across the UK. If you walk down your local high street, there's more often than not there's a British Heart Foundation charity store, and I believe there's quite a few adverts on TV for those that still watch local TV as well. So it is quite out there. So, but any more exposure that you can give to let people know that there is support for families to help with whether it's getting defibrillators or like we said from last year, defibrillator training, any kind of assistance that can be given to anyone that needs it, or just whoever you just want to become more educated in dealing with heart issues, or even if it's going for help with how to deal with families that are going through certain things as well. It's all there to help and assist other people, and that is the whole point of charities. It's to make all experiences and this is the same for all charities as well, make all experiences better in the whole.
Yeah. So I mean, so talking of fundraising, as we said a couple of days ago, we announced a new record total for All Stars, an event for a standalone event. But BHF and each charity in their own right is having another bumper year. So your own fundraising, how's that been for yourself this year?
I'll be honest with you, my own fundraising hasn't been incredibly great, and that's the only reason being is because I've been taken out of the other side of it with my partner's recent issues. What I have done is a bit of a late start. I do have some extra fundraising coming in from my workplace, which I'm very thankful for. I'm doing a couple of days this week, Saturday at my office, and also visiting clients on the road. So I'll be in the car in full hockey kit. I won't be wearing skates while I'm driving though, so don't worry about that. But yeah, once I'm actually on site, I'm going to don the skates and put the skate guards on, and hopefully I've not got to do too much of a sight walk to go and do that. So yeah, it's going to be a couple of really hot, sticky days, but it's all for a good cause. So it's my pain is to help everyone else, and that's okay with me.
And when you've been watching the fundraising, obviously each team's got their group chats and what have you, and then you've been looking at what other teams are doing. When you see the records and the milestones being hit, kind of recently, it's almost on a daily basis now. We're seeing new milestones. It's the group of 2025 is taking us to literally to another level now.
Yeah, it's everyone's stepped up their game so much. I mean, to say how far we've come in the last 10 years, really. Like, we go back and I mean, maybe even a quarter of this amount we was happy with. Like at the end of the fundraising, we get to now and see where we are is absolutely insane. It really is, and it's I keep saying heartwarming, but that's exactly the feeling. It really is, because when you've been part of the setup from the very beginning, and you've seen your friends that have started this fantastic kind of organization and tournament to try and raise money for the various charities, to see the work that all the committee members put in, and then the team captains, past and present, everything they've got to this point. This is all from them. This is all they're doing. And everyone that's part of this, whether you're still involved now or you have previously been involved, everyone should be proud of what they've achieved. They really should. And there's no reason to stop here. The records being broken this year. Why not go for another push to try and keep going in that kind of vein of form? I know it's not always going to be like that, and you have to have some kind of realism on the situation. But everyone should be certainly so proud of what they've achieved so far.
Indeed, we are. Indeed, and it's great to see the everybody supporting everybody as well, regardless of what team you're on. It's always teams are cheering each other on, supporting each other, and seeing that come together. It shows what a kind of ethos is around the whole event. As we come to the weekend, then we're convening in Cardiff on Friday to meet up and in some cases see people the first time in a year. If people are looking for a kind of late summer hockey fix before, I know there's fixtures coming out for leagues and things starting in the autumn, but if people want a summer hockey fix, what would you say to them to encourage them to come along to the Vindico next weekend?
Don't expect any good hockey. But certainly if I'm not on the ice. No, look, if you are missing out on your hockey kind of fix, and you are local, or if you do fancy the drive to Cardiff from wherever you are, please come down to the Vindico Arena this coming weekend. It is going to be a very fun weekend. There's not only the hockey going on, but there'll be lots of things to do in and around the concourse. If you want to drink, they've got a bar there as well. It just come down, support your friends, family, and just go and have an enjoyable weekend. We certainly will, and we'd love to see some old faces, and we'd certainly love to see some new ones as well.
Yeah, no, it sounds good, and we'll look forward to seeing you. I say, as it's come up, as we said before we started recording, it's come up awfully quickly. But it's this Friday, travelling down to Cardiff. So appreciate your time, David. Thanks for your support and your fundraising. We'll put you just giving links in the show notes, and people can hopefully, if they've got a few pennies left, they can throw them your way before the weekend. But We'll see you on Friday, and look forward to seeing you and the big red machine of the British Heart Foundation. Although they're playing in black this year, so I might have to think of a new nickname. But that's
we played in black last year as well, I believe. So I think we'll have to try and find another nickname. But I'll speak to Benno and see what he can come up with. He'll probably try and put something tune related in there, so we might have to avoid that one.
But we'll see what transpires. Look forward to seeing you and the guys down there at the weekend. Thanks for your time and join us here on All Stars TV.
No problem. Thank you.